I woke up this morning and checked my email, and my dad had sent me the page A1 above the fold screaming headline from the San Francisco Chronicle today. And that screaming headline today on the front page of the Chronicle was, quote, 3 dirty words, San Francisco values. I should say that our show, the Rachel Maddow Show, is coming back to San Francisco as of Monday, which we're all very excited about. So I think my dad is trying to get me kind of clued into the local zeitgeist in my hometown before that. And the idea of the article is that San Francisco values, that as an epithet, is now the big threat to the country from the right. That's what the right is lording over the rest of the country as the threat posed by a potential Democratic overthrow of Congress.
Those are San Francisco values, basically.
A San Francisco liberal value structure. Of the San Francisco values.
The San Francisco values. And, you know, I realize that this is just a twist on the be afraid of Nancy Pelosi rhetoric. It finally occurred to them that 70% of the country has no idea who Nancy Pelosi is. So using her as a boogeyman wasn't really working out. But everybody knows about San Francisco, right? San Francisco values. It's just instantly, it's the gays, right? It's liberals, right? San Francisco values.
What are San Francisco values?
Well, they're not American values.
Yeah, San Francisco values aren't American values. They aren't, for example, evangelical Colorado Springs values.
I called him to buy some meth, but I threw it away.
And who were you buying the meth for?
No, I was buying it for me, but I never used it.
Have you ever used meth before?
No, I have not.
So.
And I did not ever use it with him.
And did you ever have sex with him?
No, I did not.
Ted Haggart, the president of the National Association of Evangelicals, explaining how he did get massages from the gay prostitute who yesterday he said he'd never met. And he did buy meth from him, but he didn't actually snort the meth with the gay hooker he used to say he never met. Nor did he actually have sex with him, even though the man was a gay hooker who he got massages from. But no sex. See, that's the sharp difference between San Francisco values and real American values. Values from the National Association of Evangelicals in Colorado Springs. And and Florida, for example, like Mark Foley's district. That's real America. Those are real American values. The internet child sex predator being protected in Congress by the Republican congressional leadership while keeping his chairmanship of the Committee on Exploited Children. See, that's real American values. But San Francisco values, those are scary. You know, and Pennsylvania Republican values.
I made a mistake that nearly cost me the love of my wife, Carol, and our daughters. As a family, we've worked through this because of my deep regret, our love, and the fact that the allegation of abuse was never true.
See, you can hear in his voice his real American values there. With Republican Don Sherwood admitting to having the affair with the mistress 30 years younger than him, but not admitting to strangling her. You have to draw the line somewhere, and that's what a real American value is. That's why it's not San Francisco, see? He paid her $500,000 to make the strangling allegation go away, and that's good American dollars. That's Pennsylvania Republican values. It is San Francisco values that we need to be afraid of. For example, there's good Southern California Republican values, too. Republican stronghold, San Diego values.
The trust of my friends and family.
Where their long-term Republican congressman is doing a 7-year federal sentence for taking more bribes than any member of Congress in American history. That's Duke Cunningham, real American Top Gun values. But it's San Francisco that we need to be afraid of. See, San Francisco, those are liberal values, and the Republican Party ain't liberal. Because you know how you know? They're now using federal money to promote abstinence for adults. Telling adults up to age 30 that the federal government does not want you to have sex. And they're making sure that those same consenting 29-year-old adults who might want to have sex with each other, they don't get information on safe sex or how not to get pregnant. So we know they're conservative. We know they're conservative because Bush 2 weeks ago banned online video poker. That's conservative. We know they're conservative because the number one priority of the Attorney General of the United States for law enforcement now is porn. He said so. And we know that and the number one priority of the Office of National Drug Control is marijuana. They say so. So we know that there is a strong contrast between the Republican vision for America, their vision that consenting adults aren't allowed to have sex or know anything about sex, that shutting down porn and pot and poker are the main priorities of the strongest federal government in the entire world, even if stopping nuclear terrorism isn't. We know there is a contrast between those conservative values and the real terror that is tolerant liberal San Francisco. the Republicans would never sign on for anything like that.